technical session right now, starting with Mr. Maduri alias Korean, with the topic Integrated Transport Network Model for Strategic Planning and Management of Delhi Transportation System. So just to remind you, you have 15 minutes for the presentation and 5 minutes for question and answer. Mr. or Dr. Maduri alias Korean, can we have you, please?
Yes. Let me share. Thank you. I thank you, Dr. Professor Inamul Hussain, and the team of all ICNSEE members, family members, for giving an opportunity to present the paper. This paper, basically, it is, exclusively for a Delhi transportation system. It's a transportation problem. This transportation problem could be solved by using mathematical model. That mathematical model means a matrix is developed by using multi-futuristic decision parameters. There are 277 multi-futuristic decision parameters have been identified by the expert team, and all these 277 multi-futuristic decision parameters have been spread out in 6 different levels. Level 1 has 5 decision parameters. Level 2 has 25. Level 3 has 62 decision parameters. Level 4 has 115. Level 5 has 60 parameters, and last level 6 has 10 parameters. So totally 277 decision parameters have been identified by the expert.
The screen is not moving, Dr. Elias. We just see the front.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. That's it. Beautiful. No.
Very good. Thank you. So these are the problems facing by the city of Delhi in India. Problem is the transportation, the increase of the vehicles. In 1991, there was 1.9 million vehicles were there on the roads of Delhi. But in 2008, it became 6 million vehicles. And currently, 2021, we see 11 million vehicles have been. The number of vehicles have been increased, and a lot of road accidents have been reported from the city of Delhi. So they have taken a decision to integrate all the transport network in the city of Delhi. Integration of the network. That means Delhi Metro and Delhi Road Transport Corporation both came together and taken a strategy to improve the efficiency of the transportation system in the city of Delhi. The length of the road and the width of the road cannot be expanded because there is a lot of problem with the land problem. So the only thing they can be done with the integration of the Delhi Metro and the Delhi Road Transport Corporation. So it should be the passengers should be convenient accessibility, and there should be a flexibility, and it should be cost effective for the ordinary people. It should be cost effective, and non-availability of other mode of transport. We can see that this is the problem in the city of Delhi, and Delhi is the 10th position in the world as the worst traffic condition, traffic congestion in the world, and this is the 10th position all over the world. We can see all the problems on the road. So the road length or the width of the road has become a big problem in the city of Delhi. Therefore, a lot of traffic congestion, the students or the ordinary people, they are taking a lot of time to reach the destination. And this is the condition of the people in the peak hours, in the morning and the evening. Those people, they are traveling from house to their office, at the working place, they have been suffering a lot because of the traffic congestion. So these are the problems of Delhi transport system they are facing. Unplanned haphazard development at the suburban fringe, limited network of narrow, poorly maintained and paved roads, congested roads, increasing ownership and use of private vehicles, inadequate roadway accommodation. Primitive or non-existent traffic control and management, rising traffic fatalities, overcrowded, uncomfortable, undependable, uncoordinated and dangerous public transport, high levels of transport-related pollution and other environmental impacts. The decision support system for Delhi transportation management helps the decision makers to make managerial decisions by combining futuristic judgments and personal values in a logical way. The integrated transportation strategic planning and management current decision plan, which is developed by its expert group. Integrated transportation strategic planning and management current decision plan is clustered into multi-futuristic decision parameters by its judgment. So this is the methodology is applied in this paper. So when we done the research, we have applied multi-criteria futuristic fuzzy decision hierarchy methodology. This is the methodology which we have adopted in this study. And multi-criteria approach for futurologic decision problems, analyzing both deductive and inductive iterative futuristic thinking. And now this is there are 5 levels. So this is the goal, and the goal has been identified as the first one, transportation network integration. So the paper presents the description of integrated transport network model to calculate global futuristic judgment weights for the effective strategic planning and management of Delhi integrated transportation system by using multi-criteria futuristic fuzzy decision hierarchy methodology. So when we have, there are 6 levels have been identified by the expert group. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and level 6. Level 1, if we, for example, if we take a level 1, and this is level 1. In this level 1, we have taken 5 multi-futuristic decision parameters. These 5 are transportation network integration, and the second decision parameter is integrated fare system, and the third is advanced public information system. Fourth is infrastructure, physical integration, and the last component, the last decision parameter is institutional integration. So there are 5 multi-decision parameters are there in the first in the level 1. So these are the multi-futuristic decision parameters have been value. We can see the transportation network. It has a value. That value is known as global futuristic judgment value. It's a numerical number. This value, which we found by using mathematical applications like finding eigenvector. So actually, basically, it's a matrix. All these parameters for framed in matrix, in the matrix, and the matrix by using eigenvalues and eigenvector, we can find the global futuristic judgment. So that numerical value, which is calculated by using the mathematical applications. When we look at the transportation network integration, and the weight has become 0.38048. So this expert the group of people, the expert people, they have identified transportation network integration has the highest global futuristic value, because value is 0.38048. And the second came as infrastructure physical integration. It has the second highest value. That value we got using the finding the eigenvector, we got to 0.20764. This is the second highest. And the third one is the advanced public information that has got a value 0.1476. So basically, the expert team have identified these three parameters are very seriously taken into consideration. They have to take immediate action for the three parameters, because the highest value for transportation network and the second highest is infrastructure. Infrastructure has to be developed in the city of Delhi. So infrastructure should be developed. And for example, transportation network integration, in that Delhi Transport Corporation and Delhi Metro, they should come together and they should find out the solution for, because this is the network integration. If that goes very effective, then the people can commute from one place to other place within the stipulated time. They can reach their office at a particular time. There will not be having any delay, because of the numerical value is the highest. And the second highest is advanced public information, infrastructure integration.
Excuse me, Dr. Courier.
Yes.
This is important to know. When was this study conducted? And these images look very old. And now this metro and this Delhi has been established very, it is streamlined now. So when was these images and the study was which year?
It is 2015 we conducted the study, and we have given the report. We have given the report to the Chief Minister of Delhi. The Chief Minister of the current Chief Minister of Delhi, that Arvind Kejriwal, is studying the project, and he is holding for a time, because it required a lot of funding is required, because the Delhi metro system and Delhi Road Transport Corporation, they should combine. The passengers, when they come to then those passengers, they are traveling Delhi metro, immediately they have to take from there. For that, feeder buses should be there. Every metro should have a feeder buses, because the passenger cannot wait for a long time, because they are in a hurry to reach office. So from those passengers, they come out of the metro, they should be taken immediately to their office by using the road transport. So buses, the feeder buses should be there in every metro, so that they can reach their destination without delay. And this is the study have been conducted. And finally, and the important thing is that number of vehicles increasing day by day in the city of Delhi. We can see that it's an exponential growth from the year 1998 to the year 2021. So these are the parameters have been taken together in the for this paper. And then finally, what we have the conclusion came. Okay. So the conclusion from the expert team, what they found that there is an urgent need to make a serious attempt for a professional and efficient action plan for effective strategic planning and management of Delhi integrated transportation system. The values of the global futuristic judgment weights computed from integrated transport network model of various multi-futuristic decision parameters using the methodology signify that professional implementation of transportation network integration, because that value was 0.38048, and infrastructure physical integration, that value is 0.20 764, where judged most crucial scenarios for the effective strategic planning and management of the Delhi Road Transport Corporation.
Dr. Alias Kurian, your time is up. We try to round off.
Okay, yeah.
We'll give you a minute to wrap up if you want to.
Yes. So that's all about my paper. So the study shows that it should be integrated. Road Transport Corporation and Delhi Metro Corporation should be integrated for the benefit of the commuters within the city, so that they can travel from one place to another place using using all the facilities provided by the government. And it should be flexible. It should be cost effective. It should be air convenient. These things are very important factors. That's all. Thank you for giving the time.
Thank you, Dr. Alias Kurian, for the wonderful presentation on
thank you.
network model for strategic planning in Delhi. So, question and answer time. Any question from the participants?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Right, yes. Cecile Clayton here from Jamaica. Wonderful work, Dr. Kurian, but is it all theoretical? What are the chances that any of these studies will be taken up by the policymakers? Are you just doing it as an academic exercise, or do you present it in any way that the policymakers might take notice?
Yes, of course. We have taken to the policymaker, the decision maker, and the Chief Minister of Delhi. It is now with the minister, the paper presentation, and all the decisions have been taken, and it is submitted to the policymakers, and it is within the within their administration by the ministry, Delhi ministry officials.
Okay. Yes, well, that's good to know. Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, if there is no question, may I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. First of all, Dr. Kurian, we are very sorry to hear your situation having COVID positive. Inshallah, you will be recovering soon.
No, this is his wife.
Then, oh, sorry, your wife. Sorry. Now, the question is, for a successful transportation network in any mega city like Delhi and other parts of the world, the synchronization between the metro and the road transport must be there. Otherwise, there would be a gap and people would be flooded in the waiting area. So, the research, so far I understood what you presented. How did you synchronize this gap?
Yes. So this gap, this gap can be bridged by the government. The government has to provide enough fund. Every metro in Delhi, it should have a feeder buses. When we see in Dubai city, I could see that every Dubai metro has a feeder buses. So those commuters, those people, they reach metro in Dubai, any metro in Dubai, immediately they can get into the feeder buses. And once they are in the feeder buses, then the bus will go very fast, because the bus has a separate lane in Dubai. As a separate lane. So those buses are moving from one part of the city of Dubai to another city. So these are the feeder buses. You can see many feeder buses in every metro in each corner of Dubai city. Same information, the same findings and opinion suggestions have been put forward to the Delhi Ministry of Delhi. There should have enough feeder buses every metro, so that people come from the metro and go at the feeder buses, then they can reach their destination within the time. There will be no delay in the timing of the journey.
Thank you.
Any other suggestion, Dr. Korean, that you suggested in the study other than this?
Yeah, of course, that's a very good question. Other than this, what we have found that environmental studies, we could see that carbon dioxide, CO2 emissions, environment in the city. We can see that every day we see that the cities, in the Delhi city, the schools have been closed. Children, they cannot go to the school because of the emission. That emission which is produced by the vehicles, because the vehicles are increasing, and the number of vehicles increased, and because of that, the emission came forward, and carbon dioxide emission. So that for that studies is conducted with this, and that suggestion also put forward to the policy makers.
Thank you.